Independent radio. Independent radio. Independent radio. Independent radio.
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey,
Hold on, wait a minute. It wasn't supposed to be
a
loud.
little residue. It's okay.
Is that what it is? Little leftover.
Yeah, a little leftover.
Little leftover. Hello to everybody that is tuned in today. I am one of your hosts, Brittany B. Am I here stuck? Okay.
I'm the ShadyTeas. Welcome. Happy Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, whatever day you're enjoying this show.
Yeah, because they might be catching the replay. I picked up what you was putting down. I picked it up. I definitely picked it up.
Yes,
Today is Sunday for us. As y'all can see, DJ MoeHype is not here. He's out doing God knows what with Lord knows who.
Okay.
I know we got to make it seem like, he's always in shenanigans somehow, some way, somewhere.
Yeah.
He ain't doing nothing. He called off just because.
He just needed a day off. That he did. He just should have told us that.
Right. He didn't have to make up nothing.
Right.
Everybody needs a day off every once in a while.
Everybody.
Everybody. Y'all, we got a great show for you all today. I am super excited. And I know I say that every month. And I say every month. Every week. And I really am. But today I am especially excited because we have Mic Logik in the building. And
Logik.
And the navigation that has gotten us here today is super dope. And he has a song that y'all really need to hear if y'all haven't heard it yet. We strive to bring y'all dope independent artists, dope conversation, super dope subject matters. And
Absolutely.
I think we've done a good job so far as our artists go, because we haven't had a miss yet.
You're right. And it's a well-rounded group of artists. And we like different types of music, different types of artists. So we try to bring that to the people also, because we know we have a broad range of interest, music. And so we know you do too, people. So we're here for you, people. We keep trying to tell y'all that.
We're here for y'all. We're here for you. You got a little emotional there. You need a hug?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm happy you're fine. Well, we're going to get into this first video by Mic Logik. And of course, when we come back, as always, we'll be joined by the man himself. So y'all get ready to embrace what I feel is some super dope music. And I'm sure you'll feel the same. Absolutely. This is Shy Native, the intro. And we discuss what Shy Native is too, because he's layered. This guy is layered. Okay. We'll be right back. Y'all stay right there. Don't go nowhere. It's the Independent Podcast.
Independent radio. Independent radio.
I need an entertainment, baby. That's the click to watch. They study the moves. I say the shoe fits. So peep the blueprint. We'll show you how to do this. Just a movement to get in tune with. No false flagging over here. You get the truth spits and catch me up the roof, Chris, with a few chicks. Yeah, my crew's sick. We treat this music like we're trying to move bricks. I deserve every accolade in life. Make myself right at home about to stay. Got my sight on the throne, I ready to pay the price. This the life that I chose, so I'ma play it right. Hey, often imitated and still getting hated, but nothing's ever penetrated, cause we've been the greatest. You can't debate it, so you might as well congratulate them. Cause when the natives hit the stage, we leave them captivated.
And begin.
Yo, my name's Mike, spell my name right. Y'all got me pumped up and ready like it's game night. I spit them flames right, no, we not the same type. Most of y'all are lame, a suspect like Kurt Cobain's wife. We're the heavyweights, y'all are money made like the Undertaker's coming, and that stage will be your grave site. Train like an Navy SEAL, snipe you out in plain sight. Your future ain't bright, career going down the drain pipe. This is certified dope, once you get it in your veins, Mike. Overdose like you slipped a brick of that cocaine right. Now we got them fiending and now tell them all to hang been working, need and bump it every day and night. I just lay low in the cut and leave my foes in the dust. Get tough when I go and get rough, but never get thrown in the cuffs. Give me a cigar I can puff, a big old booty to clutch, and whiskey all in my cup. Shine native, yeah, that's what's up. All I'm a yammer words. I'm holding this ammo first. I'm loading my pioneer. I'm hoping to let it burst. W, man, no wonder that letter's first. Crumble up the paper, I wrote up a better verse. Man, I spit saliva. This is just another hit for hire. They calling me like they need to go and grab MacGyver. Turning coal into a diamond. Keep on rhyming gems down as a legend with my brethren till my timing ends. The catalyst. Hoodie the color amethyst, a pacifist. I'm grabbing the dragon's amulet, I'm accurate. Never question what hand you get, I'm back again. Shit back with all my shenanigans, I'm backing in. Edward Snowden the way I'm hacking in, I'm passionate. All in, we came to cash it in, I'm smashing in. Bruce Banner, I came to bash it in. The master gym, never flex unless you came to win.
This is the intro. Everybody say the sun, speaking in the native tongue. The 3 MCs fabulously wicked. This is the intro. Everybody say the sun, speaking in the native tongue. Hard body, double J in the light.
All
Yes.
right.
Super dope stuff from Mr. Mic Logik, and we are about to bring the man himself in the building. Yes. What's up, sir?
Welcome.
What's up, Independent?
Yes.
Who came up with the name Independent? That's a dope name. Nice.
It is.
I did. So I have this weird thing with words and letters and everything, and I for some reason spell everything like either phonetically or I put a different twist on everything. All my brands are spelled.
Very cool.
Thank you. So let's talk about Mic Logik. Where did that name come
We can
from?
do that.
He said we could do that. Where did the name Mic Logik come from?
So when I was younger, let's say I wrote my first rap in 5th grade. I liked the word logic. I had no idea that this is going to be one of the most used rapper names of all time. And throughout the years, I found out there's a whole bunch of logic. So I'm like, I have to differentiate myself somehow. So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spell it with a K. And people still misspell it to this day. And then it used to just be logic. And then I'm like, you know what? My name's Michael. I think it'd be cool if I take the mic in Michael and just make it Mic Logik. Because, you know, I hold the mic. I got some logic. I rap with logic. So that's how the name Mic Logik came about. Probably around like 8th grade.
Okay. So you've been doing this for a long time.
Yes. To not make myself seem that old. Yes, I've been doing it for a long time.
We're just gonna say a long time. We ain't gonna give no time frames or anything. just a long time.
No, it's cool. Yeah, I've been at it for quite so many years.
That's what's up. Now, our viewers who are watching is seeing the Shy Native banner in the background. And I have to, I can't ignore the fact that that's there for a couple of reasons. One, so some of our viewers may or may not know that I'm an entertainment manager and I manage an artist by the name of Superstar K.
Super
And part of my, when you first start off and you're managing an artist, you become a little bit of everything. You're their promoter, you're their PR rep, you're the whole nine. So I spend the bulk of my time researching and looking for platforms that introduce independent artists like myself to the World Wide Web. And I came across Shy Native Radio. And they're a group of dope individuals. I mean, like, they're welcoming. They really do cater to artists as a whole. If you get to check them out every Tuesday, please do. They're on Facebook Live. They're on, I believe y'all on YouTube Live too. I'll view Facebook.
YouTube, Ideal Raps, and Twitter, Throne C.
Yes, so y'all need to check them out. What I didn't know though was they consist of a dope artist, or should I say artists, because there's two on the show that actually are artists. And Mic Logik,
Three. You just saw all three. Words is a very
Oh,
dope.
forget about. I'm so sorry,
Ooh,
Words.
okay.
I do apologize. I don't even know how I
We're
forgot
getting
about
to know each other right now. It's all good.
I don't even know how I forgot about Words.
It's
Oh my God! Because if you go to the
once you hear him rap, like once you see him live, you'll never forget about Words.
Okay.
listen, if you go to our Instagram page and you scroll through some of the videos, some of his music is even present there, and I put it there. So I do apologize. I don't know how I forgot about him. So there's three.
It's a lot to remember. It's all good.
We're here now. We're here. Me and you, us never part. Maki Dada. So tell us about Shy Native, how that came about, and everything that Shy Native embodies. Because it's a lot.
Well, Shy Native, it was started by Ideal. Ideal is the president. He's the CEO. He started this a couple of years back. And he made it an entertainment label because he didn't want to just make it a hip hop label, because we do more than that, because we have the radio show. We have a TV show in the works. I can't talk too much about it right now because it's in the early stages, but it's an all-encompassing entertainment label, and it's really dope. Ideal does a great job. Throw MC does a great job of promoting the Shy Native radio show that we do every Tuesday. I'm in the studio right now. This is where the magic happens. We have the Shy Native logo, as you can see, the banner back here. And, Words came along a few years after Shy Native already started, but he was a dope artist from the Chicagoland area that we saw and that we built a rapport with. And then eventually we asked him, to be a part of the collective, be a part of the label. And now we're just one big family, myself, Throw MC, Words, and of course, Ideal.
And shout out to Throw MC, because you're right. She does do an awesome job of promoting all of the brands.
Excellent.
Yeah, she does a great job. And that's what's very important, is that you have a very dope team of people to help push you. And everybody has a job, to do. So that's super, that is super dope that you all have come together in that aspect, and not only focus on the music, but your own music, but also found a way to support other artists and other, because you all deal with artists. I've seen y'all talk about a couple of entrepreneurs, businesses and stuff. So y'all do a lot.
Yeah, we get submissions from artists overseas. We've gotten Cambodia before, France, England. It's really awesome that our little label, our little show is taking off, and we're getting submissions worldwide now. It's a lot of fun to see, and it's a safe haven for artists to send their music. We're just trying to give people a chance to be heard, whether it's by 5 ears, 10 ears, 1,500 ears. It's more ears that had heard about you before. So
Right.
Absolutely.
it's all love on our end, and we love doing it.
Yeah. And I can definitely attest to that. Like, if you, if there's any artists out there that have linked with us already and haven't had the chance to link with them yet, please do so. If you haven't linked with us and you haven't linked with them, we're both here to say, come on in the room, because they do a great job of making you feel comfortable in their space. And that's whether you're an artist or a viewer, because they are highly interactive on their show. They reach out into what's going on in the comment section and the whole nine. So they are a really super dope brand.
I appreciate you guys saying that. Thank you.
No problem. Like, I've been a fan since day one, so I'm here for it all.
I know I can speak for all of us. We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Now, with you all coming from Chicago, wonderful Chicago, who pushed it out, so many artists. There's so many artists who are hailing from Chicago, legends as well as indie artists who are currently doing their thing now. Like, how do you make a way to stand out?
So I started getting serious around like 18 or 19. I started doing shows, and there were a couple cats who were already, I would say, had their foot in the scene already, the underground scene in Chicago. They kind of took me under their wing. I started doing some shows with them. And then one dude in particular, I was hyping for. I was a hype man for him for a while. And then eventually, a few years later, me and one of my best friends, Ronesh, we put out our first album. I was about 21 at the time. The group was called Division 1. The album's called The Drawing Board. It's on all streaming services right now. You can check it out if you want to hear what 21-year-old Mike sounded like. And then after that, I really didn't put out anything until 2018. I was doing miscellaneous songs and doing shows with Ideal. Ideal has been consistent throughout the years. That's what I'll say about Ideal. He's got a bunch of mixtapes, a bunch of albums. You can check them all out on idealraps.com. But I didn't put out my solo project until 2018. I did the Overdue song, or excuse me, the Overdue album. And after that, we decided that Shy Native should do some kind of collaborative group effort. And we pumped out 7 really dope songs, and we put 6 of those 7 songs, we put visuals to. So there's a Shy Native album, and with every song except for one of them, there's a visual for it. So we just been grinding. And over the past year, you know, we put the COVID, I'm going to call it a COVID album because it came out during, you know, the height of COVID. And we didn't really get to promote it the way that we would have liked to by doing shows, because that's one of the biggest ways that you can promote your music and building up that fan base. So we just kind of been consistent. Like, Words is always putting songs out every week. I'm trying to put a song out, or I'm trying to put up a freestyle or something on my IG page to keep people engaged. But I've also been working on my next solo project called As I Was Saying, and I'm really excited about that. Pretty much all my music is personal for the most part. Like that's the thing about me. And the reason I call the album As I Was Saying is because there's really only one person who can say it like me, and that's me.
That's right.
So, you know, that's what I'll pride myself on, or I do pride myself on, that I'm original. I know there's no one that sounds like me. And I don't say that in a cocky way, more just confident and being real. There's only one me, and I think my music will convey that. There's no one else that sounds like Mic Logik.
That's so true. And you spoke of performing, and I recently shared a video of you performing live, and your performance is filled with so much high intensity and so much energy. Like, where does that come from? What goes on in the mind of Mic Logik when he's looking out at a room full of people from the stage area and is about to just set the place on fire? Like, what's going on in your mind?
What's kind of funny is I'm never shy when I get up on stage, when the lights are bright, when I have a packed room. It's when I don't know somebody and there's like 5 or 6 people in front of me, or, you know, I just have to do like a little talking engagement for a couple people. That's when I get sort of shy. But you put a big audience in front of me, you put a mic in front of me, I never shy away. And it's been like that. I've been doing like little performances since high school. We did our RV show, myself, Ronash, a couple other buddies. So, you know, I've been on stages for a good portion of my life, I would say, at least since early high school. And I love it. And I love to always give 110% whenever I'm on stage, because I always want to put on a show. I always want someone to leave like, yo, that Mic Logik guy, that dude can rap. I want to see him again. So I always want to give somebody something to take home with them, and maybe make them follow me on IG and stay connected to what I'm doing, and just continue to try to build up my fan base. But the stage is like a second home for me.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that that's where your comfort zone lies. Definitely tell that that's where you're comfortable at. So you spoke on your new album briefly.
Mm-hmm.
You want to expound on that a little bit more?
Yeah. After the Shy Native album, I really started. I'm sorry, I'm hearing a feedback of some kind. After the Shy Native album, I started really working hard on my solo project, and I got to thank the team, Words, Ideal, Throw MC. They've been continuing to push me to pursue my own music, because the cool thing about Shy Native is we all have different styles, and we're able to somehow put them all together and make something really dope. But we can all stand alone as an artist. So, you know, I'm gonna on this next album, I'm gonna do my thing. You're gonna get the Mic Logik experience, full and in depth. And I talk about things, like I said, that are very personal to me. I have a verse about overeating, how overeating has been really bad for me, and there's been family members that have been worried about my health, and they made me think twice about what I order. You know, when I hit that fast food up, when I hit that Taco Bell up, you know what? Maybe I'll just forget about it. Maybe I won't order that today. So So there's a lot of personal records on there. I deal with a song about depression, and I know a lot of people are depressed. Probably everyone deals with some kind of depression. So I think this song is going to resonate with a lot of different people, and I'm really proud of this song. I'm going to start shooting a video for it soon with the team. And like I said, it's just called As I Was Saying. I don't have the track listing done. I'm just going to try to record as many songs as possible, and maybe there will be a part 2, or I'll come up with a different title, but there'll be a lot of material to choose from, and I'll choose the best songs or what fits this certain project. And I'm excited to get it out. It will be within the next few months for sure.
That's dope. One of the things that we've talked to on a couple of past shows were how artists stay consistent and relevant, especially artists who are older than the ideal hip hop age, if you will. Because like you said, if you go on, you can find out what 21-year-old Mic Logik sounded like. But there's some people out here who have tried to put an age cap on hip hop artists as a whole. And one of the statements that I made was, as long as you're speaking about stuff that people can still relate to, or you still pumping out dope music, then you will still remain a relevant artist. And the subjects that you spoke on are definitely things that are still very relevant, will always be relevant, and will always have a place, not only in hip hop, but in music as a whole.
Yeah, it seems like hip hop is the only genre, at least in my opinion, that has this age stigma. Like Barbra Streisand can go put out a pop album tomorrow and no one would care. The Barbra Streisand's what, 70.
She's old.
She's up there.
She up there.
I probably could have used Cher's like 75 or whatever. But you know, good music is good music. That, you know, we don't have to try to label it, oh, he's old, so he's gonna have to sound a certain way. Trust me, not all my music would sound like you would think that it would. I don't like to put myself in a box. I have different moods. I like different type of beats. There's not a certain Mic Logik sound, but whatever I put out is going to be from the heart, and what I feel is going to be really dope.
And that actually does a great job of bringing us to the next video that we're going to share for him. Y'all heard me mention it earlier. Actually, maybe you didn't. I can't remember if I mentioned it on air or not. But I was on Instagram, minding my own business one day, and scrolled and heard this song, and the words were playing across the screen. And I was like, this is super dope. And that's when I realized that Mic Logik is not only an artist. He's not just, you know, a radio show host, but he's a dope artist that has something to say. So we're going to get into this video called Dreams, and I hope y'all appreciate it as much as I do, because it is really the bomb. And when we come back, we'll find out how y'all can do a little bit of stalking when it comes to Mic Logik. Now, don't y'all get crazy, okay? Just stalk him a little bit, not a lot. And then we'll see what's happening with the ShadyTeas. So this is Dreams, and we'll be right back. Stay right there.
Something new. Yeah. My dreams are manifested. Starving artist, damn near anorexic. What if your music doesn't feed my soul? I can't digest it. The brand's respected because the man who stands behind every line. I drop that realness and never leave the fans neglected. People love when you're on top with a hand that stretches, but when you're down on your luck, they'll leave you somewhere stranded, desperate. The land's infested with mass deception and scammed elections. We repress oppression and scared to look at our damn reflection. Pop pills, sip liquor, and hell ism. Trying to balance out the good and evil, but the scale's tipping. Hate to see another failed victim of the jail system, cause the devil sales pinched them. I must unveil wisdom. Hope I live long and I don't die young, but trying to make a living is unforgiving. I'm high strung. The television keeps my mind numb. I don't want any regrets when the reaper's knocking and my time comes.
Now we must see what you think, because the dream is a manifestation of the occultural side. Now you never had heard of the occultural side, so I must explain to him that he has an unconscious, and that the dream is a manifestation of it. And if we succeed in analyzing the dream, we might get an idea about that power that makes him think like that.
Hey yo, money, I don't worship it. Seen the worst that words can get. Find my purpose and I supply the verses that nurture it. No one is purposeless and we all fall short of what perfect is. When the pain is best superfluous, I pen the words to fit the feeling of that point in time. And I craft some poignant rhymes. All you little girls and boys, be kind. Find your joy and shine. Let the world see your light. Listen, you will be alright. Unlocking your potential. Well, that might be a key to life. How can people be so blind, but they got everything in sight? Some try to steal your dream like they're a thief at night. Ain't even right. When they're looking down on you, please always keep your head high. You and I know life's so beautiful, like a red sky. I've had so much bad luck. You think that I don't stock it? And something's gotta give when they ask how I'm doing. Just moderate. When the doubt is over, cash your darkest days shall come to pass. Even when the cash is running low and bills are coming fast.
All of us are interested in dreams, where they come from, what they mean. And of course, the truth of the matter is nobody knows. The ancients often thought they were direct messages from the gods and often took them very seriously, often very literally. Is this dream in some way perhaps commenting on that person's outer life? Most of the time, our dreams are really compensatory in nature, that they're trying to bring some other value or some other situation to mind that perhaps we're neglecting in our conscious life.
Yes, and that was dreams. Mike, you want to go ahead and tell our viewers how they can find you and find your music?
Yeah, so you can stalk me at Mic Logik on IG, MICLOGIK. You can stream it everywhere. You can go to miclogik.bandcamp.com and you can purchase an overdue album from 2018. My new album will be up there in the next few months. I'm on Twitter as well, Mic Logik. Oh, and I have a TikTok too.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Y'all make sure y'all stalk him just a little bit, not a lot of it. What's going on, ShadyTeas?
Welcome to the ShadyTeas. Also, welcome to our replay viewers when y'all see this. Hey, y'all. Hey, what's up? I am the ShadyTeas, where we talk about a variety of different topics that's going on in the world, from sports to politics to entertainment. And we basically give our own views on how we may handle the situation if we were in it. Because at the end of the day, these entertainers, these people we see on the news and in public, they're people at the end of the day. So first situation that I would want to talk about is Sharon Stone. Y'all remember Sharon Stone, the actress? Played in Basic Instinct in a variety of the different movies. She had claimed that in the movie Basic Instinct, she was duped into removing her drawers in the famous scene.
Wait, what?
Yeah. She claimed that she was tricked, hoodwinked, bamboozled into removing her Hanes 57 underwear, okay? And we're talking a long time ago. If you don't remember Basic Instinct, Google it. It's probably somewhere on Hulu. I don't know where you're going to find it at, but it's an old movie.
91, 92.
Yeah,
it was real.
Long time. Some people were probably ain't even born yet, but I think 92 to be specific. But anyway, she had claimed that she was tricked into removing her dusty underwear. Okay. So fast forward, the producer said, no, what are you talking about? Did nobody trick you into removing your underwear. This is something that you decided to do. And he's pretty pissed off about it, to be honest, because he said, my memory of the incident is very much different than yours, Sharon Stone. And why are you coming out saying this in 2021, first of all? Second of all, what do you want from this? Because none of us do anything without wanting something from it. I don't care what it is. You're not just going to do something just to be doing it. So my question is about perception, because we have a woman here who is saying that she was tricked into removing her underwear to be a part of this film. She felt like she had to do it. The producer came out and said, you didn't have to do this. You freak nasty. You wanted to do it. So have you ever been in a situation where you felt pressure to do something to get ahead in career, or maybe you felt pressured in a relationship? And if you did feel pressure, what did you do?
Brittany, you want to take this one?
First of all, I got a problem with her saying Sharon Stone is freak nasty.
Freak nasty.
That is hilarious. Secondly, without directly answering the question, I'm trying to figure out what is up with all of these people coming out of the woodworks in 2021 with stuff that happened many moons ago. Like, why now? What and what for? Like you said, what's the purpose? What do you seek to gain from it? Because, ma'am, nobody cared about why you took your panties off. Like, that's your business. If you wanted to show the cast and crew your underparts, like, that's what you wanted to do. If not, oh well. But for me personally, I'm rather headstrong, and it's not much that you can, pressure me into doing. Anyway, I think I was pressured one time into stealing a scarf. I was a kid though. I was like 9, and it was my cousin. We was at Rainbow at the mall, and she was like, "They ain't gonna know it was you. You a kid." And I was like, "But I didn't want to, But
your cousin gonna look at this like, "What are you doing?"
Well, she's passed. She's passed. Rest in peace, Chandra. But yeah, so I was like, "She's my big cousin. She won't put me on your harm." So y'all, I stole a scarf. But outside of that, and that's the only time I've ever stole anything, and I still feel very guilty about it, because if you know me, I don't even like, I'm full of shenanigans. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I have my fair share of shenanigans, but I don't even litter. So knowing that I stole a scarf one time, that still kind of haunts me a little bit. But yeah, outside of that, no. And I wouldn't broadcast it, make a big hoopla about it today. If the question was never asked, y'all never would have known that I stole the scarf.
You can forgive yourself for that, though. You can forgive yourself for that.
I'm quite sure loss prevention at Rainbow, they wrote it off already and everything. But I just don't have it in me to be a thief. Like, not for real. But it was a scarf.
So you never been pressured?
Outside of that, no.
Okay. How about you, Mike?
So as far as the pressured question goes, I wouldn't say I'm one of those type of artists, like a big enough artist to where I had to sit in those boardroom type of meetings and be pressured into doing something in the script. I think there was one music video where they had an idea for something for me to do, and I wasn't really on board with it, and I just told them, no, that's not for me. And the director was cool with it. So I've never been put in that type of situation. As far as Sharon Stone goes, it seems like it's hard to establish credibility when you say something that seems outlandish so many years later, because the public perception is that you're trying to be relevant. Because when's the last time anyone said anything about Sharon Stone?
Exactly.
So
thank you.
I don't want to discredit her. I don't want to brush whatever she's saying off to the side, because that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That would be wrong, I feel, for me to do. At the same time, it's like, what? This happened so many years ago.
But my thing is with this situation, because I am going to brush Sharon Stone off to the side. And I am a woman who is like, for women, like, I will fight somebody in the back alley, if need be, for you. But like, your panties, ma'am. Do you know that there's a lot of women out here who don't wear panties on a daily basis anyway? So nobody cares about it, whether or not you took them off, put them on, left them on, came with them on. Like, nobody really cares. Now, if your story was, I was pressured into having sexual relation with XYZ and 1, 2, 3, like, that's a horse of a different color. But if who cares about you when ShadyTeas calls your dusty panties, girl? And let me find out it's a director out there trying to push Mic Logik into wearing some panties or taking his off. I'll fight you. Don't be out here trying to tell him to take his panties off during a video. We ain't got time for that. I'm just playing.
Well, I mean, I think some other things are going on with Sharon Stone too, because Sharon Stone, who is 63 years old, has recently been seen dating a 25-year-old up-and-coming rapper. Sharon Stone.
Who tell? Who is she dating?
Yeah, his name is RMR. Is his name. Y'all can Google him. I had to.
Oh, he works with Timbaland.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's interesting.
They've been kicking it. So, I mean, it just seems like Sharon's just going through.
Trying to get a groove back.
She's definitely trying to
become relevant again.
Right.
In every aspect.
But the whole story with the Basic Instinct,
He's just trying to let RMR know that if the moment presented itself, she will take her panties off.
I cannot. Really, that's what you get from it.
That's what I gathered from all of that. That was my gathering tool.
Two things about Sharon Stone. Basic Instinct was not the last time she got naked on camera. And I forgot what the other one was. I just remember hearing
Dusty is not the last time she got naked on camera.
panties.
You are correct. Yeah, she claims it's, and it wasn't about being naked, is the fact that she didn't know that her vagina was going to be on the film. Apparently, she's claiming that she was told it was going to be edited out, and then she went to see a viewing of it and cat right there in their face. So that's what she got mad at.
So what was your reason for taking your panties off?
Right.
Did you wanted to just walk around free balling with the cast and crew? Like, if I ain't taking my pants. Listen, if I expose anything and there's a camera involved, I'm expecting somebody, at least one person, to see it, like the person who's recording. Like, come on now, you're a whole entire actress out here. Trust and believe. When Holly Berry decided to show her bare part, she knew they was going to be on the camera. They was coming on the big screen.
Yeah,
you had to bring yourself back to Jesus about that situation.
I love Holly Berry.
Holly Berry.
Well, at any rate, we, want Sharon to be okay. Whatever happened, she could have been lied to. It's possible, and it's not right if she was told one thing, but something else came on film. But also, if she was told what was going to happen, and then years later, you're thinking about what I did, and I probably did something stupid. It's not fair to all of a sudden change the story around and make yourself look like a victim. So either way, I just hope everything works out for all parties involved, and they're able to move on and be happy and healthy. Thanks. Moving on. I wanted to talk about this last week, but I didn't have a chance because I was at the barbecue enjoying family and friends, but I had to bring it up this week. Wendy Wendell Williams, Bartholomew Louisius, James and the Giant Peach, Hezekiah Walker, Louisius Williams had the nerve to talk about Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown is an actress, TikToker, internet sensation. She's a vegan. If you don't know her, then Google, Instagram, all that. She's there. Wendy Williams, as we know, what she does, talk show host, started off with radio, whatever. So she talks about hot topics as well. Tabitha Brown has been trying for years, 10, 15 years, to get her break in the entertainment industry, become an actress. And if you don't know, I'm sure it's difficult. I'm not in that, field, but I'm sure it's difficult to finally get your break. And within the last 2-3 years, she has become very popular. She has signed with an agency. She's making money now. And she decided to post on her social media that she was going to retire her husband. They've been married for 23 years. They have 2 children together, three altogether, but they have 2 between them. And she made the announcement that he decided that he was ready to retire. Now, what Wendy didn't know, or maybe she didn't know and she just didn't care, is that they had discussed it. Tabitha and her husband discussed this situation, what they was going to do, their plans, and that once Tabitha made it, then he was going to be able to leave his job, which his job was being a police officer for the Los Angeles Police Department. So when Tabitha posted this, of course, people have their opinions. We all do. And one of those people who had an opinion was Wendy Wendell. And she stated, it's not a good idea. She's like, they ain't gonna make it. She was like, I tried that and look what happened to me. I don't think they're gonna make it. I'm gonna, I don't think it's good. It's not a good thing. So Tabitha replied back. And boy, did she reply back. Did not use one cuss word, but she read Wendy Wendell for filth. She told her, I wish you well. I hope that you find the love that I have with my spouse. But we got this over here. We talked about this. My husband made the ultimate decision. I didn't force him to make the decision, is what I read through it. But also, you can also go on social media and you can see her entire response. So my question, so many questions. First of all, Wendy, how dare you judge somebody else's marriage based upon your marriage? So, have you guys been in relationships with people and you have other people around you or other people who want to chime in on your relationship that have no idea what you're going through, but they're basing it off of what they've been through? So, what do you guys feel about all this?
Brittany?
Baby. Baby. Yes, absolutely. Everybody has the get along game that wants to have something to say about everybody's situation. If you don't, then you probably are out here single running amok. And even still, there's people out here talking about your singlehood. What people need to understand is a couple of things. One, your situation is not somebody else's situation. Two, I don't give advice. I try not to give relationship advice. I try my best not to, unless it's directly asked for. I may say something to you. And if I do, I ask first. Is it okay for me to say, are you comfortable with X, Y, Z, and 1, 2, 3? Because what I know is that what I'm willing to deal with, where my compromises lie, where my endurances lie, may not be yours. What I understand for my relationship might not be what you understand for yours, and vice versa. So I think we all need to do a better job of staying the hell out of other people's business. And then you won't get read for filth on social media. Wendy is operating from a place of hurt still because her relationship, unfortunately, did not go well. Her marriage ended very publicly. And we all know how that thing unfolded. And she has said a lot of times that she was the reason that Kevin was who he was. If it wasn't for her career, he wouldn't have had one, basically. So I can see how she can probably feel like, that's not the best thing for anybody else to do. I can see where the trigger points could have, exposed themselves in Tabitha's situation for Wendy. But Wendy needs to realize that not everybody's made the same way you and Kevin are, honey. Not everybody's made like that. Not everybody's marriage is set to fall apart based on the decisions that they made together. So, I hope Wendy is somewhere collecting her pieces because Tabitha show as hell made them fall apart.
She gathered.
Baby. Like, I had to
like my ponytail is gathered. She gathered. She told her about herself. She did. She really
I was
did.
like, damn, I hope I find somebody who love me like that, Tab. You ain't even talking to me. Oh my God.
But what do you guys say to the people who are saying this is Wendy's job? She talks about people. She gives her input.
That's how she's made a career. And she's not going to stop.
No, she's not.
It seems like all three of us are saying, Wendy, stay out of this lady's business. And Wendy sounds very jaded, but like Brittany was saying, not everybody's situation is going to be the same. And what didn't work for somebody else might work for a different couple.
Correct.
It's different when you're sharing the tea than when you're taking a very, very, very personal approach to the tea that's being shared. There's fine lines between doing your job and being in the actual moment. And Wendy, in that situation, operated from her front porch. Because that mirrored too much. Like I said, that was a trigger point for her. And you can tell by her very first reaction when the video came up on the screen, when she showed their picture, like her whole body shifted. Like that, she was operating from a point of hurt. And it wasn't hurt based on what Tabitha and her husband are directly going through, because I'm sure she don't know them personally. That looked just like her and Kevin sitting there on that screen, and everything replayed in her mind for her, and that's where she was coming from. Because there's some people out here who have successfully, there's, husbands who have said, and did all the work while the wife went to college and vice versa, and they've been successful and life has been grand. There's a lot of people out here that has done it and done it right. And I'm sure Tabitha and her husband, if you watch their podcast and see how supportive he is of her, then I think, of course, that they are preparing themselves for a very successful situation overall. But Wendy's operating from a place of hurt, and it don't have anything to do with Tabitha. And I am so happy that Tabitha did respond in the manner in which she did, because I've never been married. I don't know if I ever will be. Hopefully I will, because it's a husband out there somewhere. But I will say, as a woman who has been in relationships, I wish another woman would put their mouth on my husband in any way, shape, or form. Tab's not showing up, boo-boo. Brittany B is, and it won't be that pretty. That's just that.
What do you feel about though the aspect of her making enough money so he can retire? Like, I don't know if you're in a relationship, Mike, or not, but if your spouse made a huge amount of money in a consistent basis, would you feel fine retiring from a job that you have worked at, 10, 15 years? Or would that make you feel like, nah, I'm not retiring? Like, I don't know, I'm not down with that.
I've been in a relationship for the past 15 years with Throne C, and if Throne C was making 7 digits, I would have breakfast ready for her every morning.
Oh, that's right.
The house would be spick and span by the time she gets home. I would have her slippers ready for her when she walked through the door. Anything else you need, baby? Let me know.
I see Carmen say he better keep working. Okay, so this is my question though. Tabitha did state that Chance does have, and his name is Chance, her husband's name is Chance. He does have other dreams. He has a non-for-profit. He likes, to coach kids. So he does want to do other things. So is it about him having a 9-to-5? Is that more important than him pursuing other dreams that he has? Because his dream was not to be a police officer. He was just being, he had to support his family, and that's why he became a police officer. So, and we're talking about marriage, what I'm saying? They're not boyfriend and girlfriend. I feel like, it's different. I'm not saying love is love, but what I'm saying? I just think it's different when you're married versus when you're even in a committed relationship. So isn't the happiness of your spouse important too? Not necessarily if they're clocking in for the 9-to-5.
Yeah, I mean, it's between the two of them.
Right.
We can all speculate, but at the end of the day, it's what kind of compromises do they have to make? What did they agree upon? And of course, if you really love your significant other, here, dating advice from Mic Logik. If you really love your significant other, you're going to want to support them as much as possible. You're going to want to see them reach for their goals and not just stay stuck and have the tires continue to turn doing what they don't love to do. So I think it's really cool personally that she's allowing for this, that she's giving him the opportunity to follow his dreams and his passions. Right. And I salute them and I wish them the best of luck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I totally agree. I think that the fact that she is able to allow him or help him, I'm not even gonna say allow, because I hate using that word when it comes to relationship, in all honesty, because you can't allow nobody to do anything because people are themselves. But I love the fact that she is helping him to be able to work in his passion, and the fact that they even have had the conversations to really know each other and how they, plan or want to move, forward in life overall. Because a lot of people, even though they're married, a lot of people out here are selfish. and won't allow, hence going back to Wendy and Kevin, because of course there had to be some selfish circumstances in order for her to have reacted in the manner in which she did. But I appreciate, their relationship overall, because I think that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing for her to be now walking in her purpose, and it is creating space for him to walk in his as well.
Yeah. Well, I wish Wendy the best, because I didn't hear her say anything else after Tabitha made her statement about Tabitha again. So Tabitha did also say that God is first in their marriage, not business, not success, not money, which I feel like was definitely a big gut punch to Wendy, because I feel like, based upon what we've seen, success was probably the forefront of her and Kevin's marriage, just based upon what I see. So, different strokes for different folks. If I was in a situation where I was making 7 figures and I was in a marriage and we had been broke together and we, got there together, then yes, I'm going to say quit whatever job you're doing that you was doing to take care of the family and go do whatever you want to, because they talk about happy wife, happy life. It's a happy husband too. Your husband got to be happy too. You know what I mean?
You're a real one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. I've seen a lot of people who switch that saying to happy spouse, happy house. And that's so real. That's really real.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Once again, I am the ShadyTeas. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, your house, your mama house, your daddy house. Email me. I'll talk to y'all later. Stay shady. I didn't even have no tea today. I'm tripping.
Girl, yeah, you're really tripping.
I gotta go.
Really tripping.
I'll go get it. It's brewing. It's brewing on the pot.
Mm-hmm. The tea's brewing.
Mm-hmm.
A mess and a half.
Yeah.
Listen, she usually be having her whatever it is in that cup.
Okay.
She calls it tea.
We call it tea. That's right, because that's what it is.
What
you call it tea.
What you sipping on?
You call it tea. We don't know what it is.
Well, you just gotta believe me, then, don't you?
You're just petty for no reason.
Yes,
So
yes.
We gonna get into this next track from the Shy Native family. This one is called 10 Toes, and we will be back. Y'all do not go anywhere, because we're not done cutting it up with Mic Logik.
All right, 10 toes down, baby.
Yes.
Let's hit it. 10 toes.
Shy Native, baby.
Hey, yeah, 10 toes on the ground, native. Hey, yeah, that's how I move around, native. Hey, yeah, we don't mess around.
Speakers pounding, my shit's astounding. I'm 10 toes grounded.
I'm like, hey, yeah, 10 toes on the ground, native. Hey, yeah, that's how I move around, native. Hey, yeah, we don't mess around.
Speakers pounding, my shit's astounding. I'm 10 toes grounded. Yeah, you rappers way too in your feelings. We keep climbing, sky's the limit, ain't no ceilings. Y'all can never tell us Jack or hold us back. Pop a lot of cap on apps and pussy as a Doja Cat. Ain't nothing sweet and I ain't candy, man. Who told you that? Get laid out like a yoga mat. Show our hands, you fold them fast. Don't provoke the wrath. Okay, you're a joker. That's until your queen is in a choker when I go to poker ass. That's funny, right? The king is back and ace up my sleeve. I'm a beast on a beast, north, south, west to the east, don't nobody want a piece. I'm still young, I'm not broken, I'm handsome. You're on Facebook, you're throwing tantrums, and you wonder why you never see the bands come. What you getting all hype for? Need to write more, not type more, and you don't want to incite war. I'll bring the hammer down on you like Thor. Oh yeah, and now we've been running to the point that we stop keeping score. Occasionally start seeing worse take flight, I'm also watching the price soar. I'm
like,
down.
Hey, yeah, 10 toes on the ground, native. Hey, yeah, that's how I move around, native. Hey, yeah, we don't mess around.
Speakers pounding, my shit's astounding. I'm 10 toes grounded.
I'm like, hey, yeah, 10 toes on the ground, native. Hey, yeah, that's how I move around, native. Hey, yeah, we don't mess around.
Speakers pounding, my shit's astounding. I'm 10 toes grounded.
Feeling like LL and a Kango, mixed with Mozart and some Van Gogh. For my dead homies, light a candle. Uncle Lucini, just watch how I can't blow, yeah. Got an old soul, man, I stay quiet, keep it low pro. Man, I never had to move with faux foes, never had to run away from po-po. I got some homies, I tell them to chill, we'll sacrifice everything over a meal. We are the architects, watch how we build. It's a cold world like I came from the Ville. My niggas are down for popping the pills, on top of that down for popping the still. Come at them sideways, the poppy for real. This wave is a flood, better head for the hills, yeah. High ground, better play dead, better lie down, better step back, this is my town. Get this life up, put the mic down, yeah. Pour out some Henny for pop smoke. Keep my third eye alert when my squad's woke. Keep my W's going like John Jones. I'm the definition of where time goes. Yeah, I can flex. Yeah, told you I'm next. Yeah, keep my foot on their neck. Yeah, got me cooking and whipping these songs out like I came with a chef. Yeah, there ain't nothing left. Yeah, do this shit to the death. Yeah,
I'm like, hey, yeah, 10 toes on the ground, native. Hey, yeah, that's how I move around, native. Hey. Yeah, we don't mess around.
Speakers pounding, my shit's astounding. I'm 10 toes grounded.
I'm like, hey, yeah, 10 toes on the ground, native. Hey, yeah, that's how I move around, native. Hey, yeah, we don't mess around.
Speakers pounding, my shit's astounding. I'm 10 toes grounded.
Now my mama told me, boy, I wish you luck. You gon' find out real quick who you can trust. You see the evil ones speak with 4 tongues. You gon' find out real quick who you can love. Yeah, loyalty over everything. Please don't lie to me. Ain't no rivalry. Yeah, I am just a dying breed. All about my team. I just wanna see our wildest dreams come true. I just get it and I run through. Hit you with that 1-2. Who you gonna run to? Cause once you cross that line, you can never ever undo. Yeah, you are dead to me. Nothing but a memory. You can keep that energy. I'ma pray you rest in peace. Un diablo, ten cuidado. Tú no quieres, yo soy malo. I don't follow, that's my motto. Flexing like I hit the lotto. This is me and I'm real with it. Got some beef, then let's deal with it. Get to know me, I'm ill with it. Shit, I'm 10 toes down and I'm still winning. I'm like, hey, yeah, 10 toes on the ground, native. Hey, yeah, that's how I move around, native. Hey, yeah, we don't mess around.
Speakers pounding, my shit's astounding. I'm 10 toes grounded.
I'm like, hey, yeah, 10 toes on the ground, native. Hey, yeah, that's how I move around, native. Hey, yeah, we don't mess around.
Speakers pounding, my shit's astounding. I'm 10 toes grounded. Ten toes.
I like that. I twerked on that a little bit.
I missed that. I didn't see that.
I know. It was backstage.
You was over there twerking?
Mm-hmm.
Did you come up with a dance for us? We still want to dance for that.
Oh, yeah.
Something to go viral on TikTok.
So you want me to play it again so that we can see the twerk off?
No.
So you don't want to twerk
You'll
on
have
camera?
to come to the ShadyTeas on Instagram to see that twerk.
Okay, so y'all be sure to follow the ShadyTeas on Instagram, and hopefully that twerk be there. I'm looking forward to it. Y'all heard it here first. She said she's gonna twerk.
Wendy's gonna be talking about it. It's gonna get that big.
Yep. And if y'all don't see it, y'all start harassing her on her page, okay? Like, be like, I don't care what she posts. Just put in the comment section where that twerk it though. Hashtag Mic Logik. Hashtag twerk off. It's officially a movement.
I'm ready.
We're gonna make that happen. If y'all watching though, y'all heard him say he's looking for a dance to that thing. So if you out here and you a dancer, go ahead and connect with Mic Logik. I think that'd be a dope situation.
Yeah, that was the less nice guy Mic Logik in that video. That was more just a braggadocio. You know, sticking my chest out and be like, yeah, I do this. I do this.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's different flavors, different moods, and that was a different mood.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's off the Shy Native album. You guys can go stream right now. It's a really dope album, like we were saying. 7 tracks, extremely dope. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the DM. Let me know.
Absolutely. And he talks back. You know, there's some artists out here who think that they've made it and they only be having 2 followers. I don't understand what that's about. But Mike is like very approachable. Like his whole crew is like they're super dope people.
Yeah, what you get, no punches pulled. This is it's a tight-knit family. we play hard, but we love hard too. So definitely check out the show on Tuesday.
Now that actually takes me to my last question. What advice would you have for artists who are just starting out?
Don't feel entitled to anything. Just work, keep your head down, work, listen to advice, be a sponge, soak up whatever you can, and apply it to how you feel it's necessary. Because not all advice you get is good, guys, right? There's a lot of people talking about things that they don't know about. So you'll know if you follow your heart what advice you should take, because this is what you should be listening to at the end of the day is this, your heart. Follow your heart, grind hard, and much success to everybody.
Good stuff.
Oh, thank you so much for chopping. Oh, one more time, let our viewers know where they can stalk you.
Okay. Mic Logik on IG, MICLOGIK. Also on Twitter and TikTok. I have a basketball podcast with Ideal. It's called the All Net Podcast. Type in All Net Podcast on IG. I'm about to start another podcast. It's called the 606 with my boy E-Rock. And it's going to be a showcase of local talent, business owners in the Chicagoland area. I didn't really get to talk about that too much, but I'm looking forward to that. So just stay connected with me. I'm going to keep grinding. Got a lot in the works. And I really appreciate everybody who shows support and love.
No problem. And we'll be sure to share all the stuff that they got going on as well. Like this is, we're a podcast, they're a podcast, but we love everybody. Like, we ain't out here competing in these streets at all. So
there's room for everybody. Room for everybody to get it.
It's all love.
Absolutely. And Tuesdays, I turn my notifications on. So when y'all come on, like I get notified. Tuesdays, I want to say it's 9 p.m. No, it's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Central.
And you guys can watch on Facebook at Shy Native Entertainment, Ideal Raps YouTube, Throw 'em C Twitter. And we love when you guys interact with us too. That makes it fun.
Cool.
So y'all be sure to check it out. I'm telling y'all in for a good time because y'all think we got shenanigans. Oh, they got shenanigans too.
And I usually get the brunt of it. So it's a lot of fun. From Ideal's end, he's always pew pew.
So thank you again for chopping it up with us. I know that you're busy. So the fact that you were able to take the time out of your day to spend with us, we are super grateful for it.
It's my pleasure. You guys are awesome.
Absolutely.
To DJ MoeHype, whatever you got going on, you could have just told us you didn't want to work today.
I know, but it's fine.
It's all right.
It's fine.
Cool. You'll be back
next time.
Maybe.
I might say what's up.
we will. It's your girl Brittany B.
It's the ShadyTeas.
And that's Mic Logik. And it's the Independent Radio Show. I said the Independent Radio Show. Hi, that's old thing. Not the radio show, but definitely the podcast. But we out this joint.
Bye.
Peace.